Hello, my most amazing friends. As you guys can tell, we are very much zoomed in. And the reason being is that we have another almost full face of new makeup to test out. So you guys want to see what I think are these products? Well, then definitely keep on watching. Guys, I am not going to lie to you guys. I have the worst headache in the entire world, but I need to work. I need to film. So we're going to push through it. I feel like shit. My throat has been on fire since yesterday, and I woke up and it's still on fire, and I'm starting to get such a freaking pounding headache like right here. I've taken medicine. I'm hoping that it kicks in, but the show must go on. It's just really sad to know that I'm going to be getting sick, I think, because everybody at freaking work is sick, and they're bringing their germs into work. But anyway, we have a full face of pretty much new makeup to test out. We're going to start off with the new Blend Bunny Cosmetics Plastic Eyeshadow Palette. The little PR box they sent was so cute. So it came with the plastic palette. It came with a little lip mask along with like a sleeping eye mask. Like, come on. Like, yes. How freaking cute. And then it also came with a little magnetic thingamabob. I honestly don't know what this is called. It's a little magnetic thingamabob where you can sit here and you can go into the palette and you should be able to pull out a shadow because this is magnetic. Oh, that is so cool. I love that she did that and she included a little magnetic thingamabob because now you can sit here and you can rearrange the shadows or you can pull them out if you want to put them in other palettes. It's completely up to you, but I really love the fact that this is a completely magnetic palette right here. So let me actually introduce you guys to Blend Bunny Cosmetics' first palette of the year. This is the Plastic Palette. Plastic was designed with the mental mood board of facades in the beauty industry. Hints, nip tuck and mean girls, and the ongoing pursuit of perfection, beauty, and youth as modern day feet-scrolling human faces. I had the idea of bringing them in flush/nude tones with pops of hot pink and even an icy teal shimmer for the perfect little hot girl palette. Now this palette actually does retail for $34. It's going to be launching on January 17th at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. You guys can use code Allie, which will save you guys 10% off. It says that the pricing reflects the cost associated with shifty shades and magnetic components. And what they're also doing is that 5% of the sales of this palette actually go to the California Fire Fund, which I think is absolutely fantastic. Now, I didn't realize my hair was messed up, but what's I was talking, but that's okay. Now, I will say, now, normally I don't really kind of gravitate to a color story like this because I don't really like a lot of pinks, but I really kind of want to challenge myself. Maggie said that Maggie said going into 2025, she was going to change how she was going to do her PR list. She really wanted to focus on people who are really creative, people who, you know, we're not just doing reviews, but who are doing really fun, creative MUA style work, or if you're working MUA. I was lucky enough to still get the same PR. You know, I'm really happy to support the brand no matter what, but I kind of want to challenge myself. So I feel like I'm going to do like a pinky eye look today. You guys know I don't like pinks. And we're going to see what type of eye look I create. So I'm actually going to start off with this shade right here called Reputation. And we're going to put that in our crease today. So I'm gonna do a cut crease. I'm gonna bring back cut creases because that was like the 2016 trend, and I really, really, really want to bring that back because I miss cut creases. I miss like cut creases. I thought they were so fun. Now I am not an MUA. I am just a makeup enthusiast. I do not have any professional training whatsoever. I just kind of know what works best for me. So I'm not going to be as creative as some of the beautiful talents that I've seen on Maggie's page are, but I'm going to do my best. So I'm actually going to take one of these little elf shields and we're going to kind of cut one in half so I can put it on my eye. My throat, y'all, is on fire. Like, it is on fire right now. I really pray that I'm not going to get sick, and I'm petrified that I am. And the thing is that, like, I can't really even afford to, like, miss work. Because let me tell you why. Alright, so we're going to start off with a shade right here called Reputation. And we're going to put that all in my crease area. So, anyway, let me tell you this fun little handy dandy tidbit story that none of you guys asked to hear, but you're going to hear it anyway because, well, you're watching and I like sharing my life with you guys. So, fun fact, I started my period last Thursday, and it's not often, but it doesn't happen often, but there are times where I develop blood clots and I pass blood clots. It happens. And I was having a really, really, really rough period on Thursday, and I was at work. I thought everything was fine and dandy. I thought no big deal, right? Like, not my first rodeo, clearly dealing with this. Well, halfway through my shift, guys, I'm not even kidding, I started getting some pretty intense cramping. And I was like, okay, like, we're going to do this right now. We're going to get some cramps right now, like, of all the times. Now, TMI, when I get really intense cramps, it makes me need to use the bathroom. Okay? It makes me have to drop off a shit ton of kids at the pool. Do you know what I'm saying? So it hit, and I was like, oh my God, I need a shit so bad. So I was like, excuse me. And I excused myself from the office because like, I need to let someone know I'm leaving the office so that people can take care of phone calls and stuff like that if anyone calls, or can answer emails or do whatever they need to do when I'm out of the office, right? So I step out of the office and I go and I do my thing. And I thought, okay, cool. Like, I'm good. I'm done. But the cramps were still, like, holding on strong. She was like, we're here. Like, bitch, we're here. We ain't going nowhere. You can sit here and try to pretend otherwise, but we ain't moving. So I go back up to my office, and I'm back at work for, like, another 10 to 15 minutes, and the cramps are still kind of running rampant within my body. And I'm still going to be sitting here kind of ignoring it, like, I'm not in intense pain. And while I was sitting there, like another 10, 15 minutes later, I have to go to the bathroom again. I was like, you have got to be kidding me. You have got to be kidding me. Out of all the times my body's choosing right now to wage its war upon itself, right now it wants to have a battle. I'm like, you have got to be kidding me. Like, no, now's not the time. So I go and I use the bathroom again, come back, and I'm sitting there and like, I'm in pain. And I was like, I'm in pain. So I try to like ignore it as best as I can because I didn't know what else to do. I'm going to go into this really hot pink shade called Pseudo Celeb right here. So I try to ignore it, right? I try to ignore what was happening to my body. And I'm like really like just kind of like, because not only am I cramping, but like my butt hurts. So I have to go to the bathroom again. I'm like, you have got to be kidding me. Like, I have to go again. So by the time I came back from the bathroom the third time, my boss, and I'm like, listen, shit's not working out for me right now, okay? It's not working out. I need to go home. And she was like, yeah, no worries. You can go ahead and go. Because she kind of knew what was going on. Like, clearly they could all see because I kept leaving the office. So I left. I went home. I made it home just in time before I had to use the bathroom again. And I'm so glad I did leave home because I had completely, like, bled through. Best way to put it. So I was like, oh my gosh, like, thank God I left. Granted, I wear black pants to work, so you wouldn't have noticed anyway, but I mean, I would have noticed, and that would have just been a really shitty situation, literally. So I had like bled through, whatever. And, I go and just lay on the couch for the rest of the day because I didn't really know what else to do. I just laid there and I thought, okay, I'm going to start reading my book. And I went to bed early. And then I woke up at like 5 because I was in so much pain again. I was cramping so bad. And I was like, oh my God. So I ended up having to call out of work. And I never do that because I was having the same situation where I was just like really cramping a lot. And I ended up passing a blood clot, and that's ended up why I was having a cramp, whatever. I told you that story to also say that everybody has been calling out of work recently because everybody has been so sick. And I mean, like, literally, everybody's just been sick. And I'm just like, oh no, like, people were coming to work last week with, like, sore throats, coughing, sneezing. I don't know if anyone had fevers, but I woke up. I got home yesterday from my girls' trip, which I will tell you guys about in another video because that's a video in on itself. And I halfway through the day I started developing a sore throat, and now my throat is on fire, and I am like, I can't get sick or like I can't call out because I just did that last week and I can't do it again this week. Ain't no freaking way. I can't. Plus people are on vacation this week. Okay, I'm going to try to do this cut crease. I have not done like an actual like real cut crease in so long. So I kind of hope that I remember doing it correctly. So let's take my little wet Q-tip and we're going to kind of legit cut this crease. All right, I'm going to take my P. Louise Acid Rain and we're going to see if I can cut the crease with this. Okay. Okay. Okay, wait. How do I do this again? Okay, hold on. Let me take a little bit back of Reputation. I'm gonna put it back right here. Okay, and then I'm gonna take the shade right here called I think it's supposed to be called Faux. I think it's called Faux. We're gonna go in with this like really bright hot pink shade, and we're gonna put that right next to this black, like right here. Okay, so like that pink is somewhat turning purple on that black. I kind of like that. I feel like that looks really pretty. I wonder if I could take a little bit of like, maybe a little bit of plastic right here and just add it just a little bit, right? It's a little bright, but just maybe go like right here and just kind of, oh, that's pretty. Oh, okay, that might be a little bit too pinky. Wait, or too gold. Oh no. Oh no, I might mess that up. Okay, and then I'm gonna take a little bit, go in the shade right here called Shallow. I love this icy teal. This is so freaking beautiful, and I feel like it's gonna be really pretty right next to this pink, like right here. Yes, like so pretty. Okay, so that's the eyes looking right now. We're gonna line the top with black, and then I'm gonna come back with my other eye done before we work on the face. So far, I am liking it. I'm gonna see how this looks with mascara. I wanna do like some fun colors underneath to see how like pretty I can get it to be, but I'm trying just to do like a little something different, like color wise, but I'll be back. Okay, so now the eyes are on. I do think it's really pretty. We'll see how this ends up turning out when the whole makeup is complete. But we're going to go into the face. So I'm actually going to start off with Colourpop. I got the brand new Colourpop Pretty Fresh Set It Up Primer. This has peptides, niacinamide, and hyaluronic acid in it. It says it's supposed to extend makeup wear, and it has a smoothing consistency to it. They did send this to me in PR, and it says this is a weightless cream gel primer that instantly hydrates skin, extends makeup wear, and helps to blur pores and control shine all day for an airbrushed finish. Like I said, they did send this to me in PR. I just received it. I also did pay for the brand new Colourpop New Moon collection because I did not get that in PR. How they do their PR is just really weird to me. I don't understand Colourpop PR. Some collections I get, some collections I don't. I really wish they would send me the Colourpop one, and I really wish they would send me the New Moon one. But they didn't send me the Twilight one. I paid for that myself. So we're going to find out whether or not it's actually worth their price point. I will happily let you know as soon as that comes in. But yeah, how they do their PR is just so weird and fascinating to me. I never know what I'm going to get and what I'm not going to get. It's weird. I definitely think that there are still like tiers, tier levels when it comes to Colourpop. I think there's like 3. I'm on the bottom of the bottom. So I get like random stuff every once in a while. I don't get full on every single collection. I don't really always get the big collections. It just kind of really depends. But I am still grateful no matter what. But I just laid this down. It does feel incredibly smoothing on the face. It kind of reminds me of the NYX Marshmallow Primer. It feels really soft and smooth. By the way, I want to let you guys know I have been wearing this every single day to work. I've really started to like this. I am doing things differently. I told you guys I'm going to be doing my Repurchase or Trash series, and the way that I'm doing it now is that I'm testing makeup even when I'm going to work, and I'm filming it so that when I do my Repurchase or Trash, you guys can see like my genuine reactions. So you guys can see me putting it on, doing a wear test, so you guys will know how this will perform by the end of the month. But so far, I am really liking this. But for foundation, we're going to go back into the Milani. This is the Conceal and Perfect Blur Out Skin Tint. I am again trying to try this out to see how well I like it. It actually does wear pretty well. Although I've had so many people in my comment section saying I put on way too much. I am a full coverage girly, okay? I love a good full coverage foundation. So I may put on a lot to you, but it's not a lot to me because it says that you can build this up, and I like to have very full coverage face. I know this is supposed to be more like a skin-like finish, but for me, adding an extra layer is just something that I prefer to do. So while it's not for everybody, for me, that's how I like to wear it. And I'm really sorry if it makes people mad, because trust me, it has made people mad the way that I've been applying this. I don't know why. It just gets people really heated that I put on too much. And I'm like, but wait a minute. It's how I like to wear it. It's okay. It's just foundation. Bronzer, this is not new, but it is new to me because Makeup by Mario, or someone from Makeup by Mario's team, actually sent over a Soft Sculpt Transforming Skin Enhancer and the Soft Pop Plumping Blush Veil. They did send these two over with me to me along with like a brush. I thought it was so cool. So I have not tried either one of these products. So I have the shade called Light, and this is how it's going to look. This is a all over complexion tint Okay, and then we also got sent the cosmetic brush F4. I don't know if this is for blush or if this is for a bronzer. Or it's for both. We'll make it for both. Okay, so we're going to go into this. I've never, ever, ever used this before, so I'm not going to be well versed in this, but I'm really excited to try this. I know a lot of people out there really did enjoy this. I wanted to try it, but I just ended up never trying it, and so we're trying it today for the first time. I thought it was really cool, like I said, when the team reached out and said, hey, can we send you something? And I said, sure. Because I just genuinely did not expect it. Like, I don't ever expect any brands to, like, ever reach out. And when they do, brands that, like, I genuinely follow and, like, love their products, I get so excited. Especially since I saw, like, his, his masterclass live when I went to Sephora. Such a cool experience. Although he said that his masterclass is usually about 6 hours long. And he had to condense it down to an hour, but he went like an hour and a half. Like, he definitely ran over his time. But it was actually a really cool experience. And I will say this is melting really nicely into the skin. It has a lot of shine to it though. Should I be concerned about the shine? Let me know. Have you guys ever used this before? And if so, is it supposed to be as shiny as it is? It's melting really nicely, but it is very, very, very shiny. Oh my God, y'all. That is so shiny. Like, it looks like I put grease on my face. Like, oh my God. That's so shiny. What the heck? Okay. Okay. All right. So then we're going to go into the blush. I have the shade called Pink Peony right here. Again, I have never tried these. Surprisingly enough, I've never tried these. This is supposed to be the exact same thing, but like in blush form. So we're going to try out the blush. I'm kind of nervous. Oh, that's a pretty shade. It's also kind of an intense shade. And it's also kind of a shiny shade. What is going... Why are these so shiny? It looks like grease on the face. I will give it that. It does... I will give it that. It does melt into the skin, but it just leaves my face looking super greasy. So I don't know how I feel. I'm just going to quickly pop in my ABH Magic Touch Concealer. I really, really love this concealer. So I'm just going to quickly put this on. Okay, so I'm going to have to set the face because there's no way I cannot set the face. I'm just going to quickly go in with my One Size Translucent Setting Powder. I don't have any new powders to try out. I will say it's the blush and the bronzer are really pretty, but I just feel like they melt nicely, but they just give me such a really shiny complexion. I'm not really the biggest fan of that. Okay, so I like that I put the powder on. I didn't really have to touch out the bronzer on the face. The blush is still lightly visible, but not nearly as like pigmented. I kind of want to go in with it again, but I'm kind of worried that like I'm going to take away what I already have. So I'm just going to quickly put on some random blush. I'm just going to go in with my Dior blush really fast. Okay, so for highlight, I'm going to go actually into my PR box that I actually got from Welsh and Fwee. This is going to include the day box. So it's going to have blurry pudding pots that are going to be in here. And then I also got the nighttime box as well, which I thought was actually really cool that I got the nighttime box as well. And I'm actually going to go into the daytime box. I will use the blurring blushes in my next get ready with me or next trying on new makeup because I just want to try. I want to try the Makeup Tomorrow, but we'll try those ones next. I'm going to go into the glowing jelly pot. This is going to be a sugar powder. This is a very, very light illuminator. It's going to look like so, and we're going to use this today to lightly powder the face where I want to have like somewhat of a highlight look to it. It's going to look like so. It has a very jelly-like texture. We're just going to lightly just kind of pat the areas where I want to have a little bit of lumosity too, just like I saw him do in his video. So because it has a little bit of stickiness to it and I want just a little bit more pop in the face, I'm actually going to go into the plastic palette because this does say that it's an eye and face palette. And I'm going to take this shade right here called Gossip right here. It's like a really beautiful like shifty shade. And I'm just going to lightly amplify that blush. Amplify that highlighter right there. Oh yeah, look at that. It's kind of cool that it did that, right? It's like a really pretty soft shift. You can definitely see where it's more of a harsh line. I'm trying to blend it out with some, but it is a little unique. It has that nice little like wet sheen, but it has that little bit of like shimmeriness to it as well. Very unique looking. Not my favorite, but I wanted to try something a little different, so I went for it. So before I do my under eyes, I'm actually going to go in with this lip mask right here. And we're going to put this on while I let it sit on my lips because I want to, oh my God. I want to figure out what I'm going to do for my under eye, but I figured I'd do my lips at the same time. Oh, my lips at the same time. Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
At ease.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, this lip mask just literally crumbled off the face. Okay, I don't think it works well with the makeup, but surprisingly enough, it did not take away any foundation. I approve. I appreciate that. So, okay, so to finish off the under eyes, I tried to do something a little differently, and it was not working in my favor. I'm going to take a little bit of the shade right here called Cloud Chasin'. It's this beautiful, beautiful, like, shifty duochrome moment. I don't know if you guys can see. Like, look at how beautiful that is, right? We're actually going to put that underneath the waterline today as well. So just going to take this on my brush. And we're going to start to just place this red on here. I don't know if you guys can see that it's there, but like it's there. I don't know how visible it is, but I can see it. I'm going to take a little bit of Gossip as well. And this is another duochrome. This is what I added to my face. So you guys can see how pretty this is. Like, so pretty. We're going to do the same thing. We're just going to add that right on top. Okay, and I'm going to throw on some mascara really fast. So to finish off the under eyes, we're going to go into the shade right here called Sugar Zaddy. Oh my God, I love that. I love that. We're going to put that in the inner corner and brow bone today. Oh my God, I feel like this video is so boring, and it's honestly because I just generally do not feel good. So I just don't have a lot of like, you know, energy about me to sit here and talk and tell stories. Like, I want to tell you guys about my weekend at St. Augustine because it was a really fun time, and I definitely have some stories to share, but I'm going to save that for the next video. Hopefully my headache can disappear because after this, I do want to film my book haul. I was supposed to film this book haul last week, but my mail did not get delivered until like 7:30 on a Friday night, and at that point, I was already leaving for St. Augustine, so I did not have time to film that video. And then now I'm just like not feeling the best. So I do apologize for this being kind of a boring, lackluster video, but I didn't want to like not film. Maybe I should have just, I don't know. I always have this like pressure on myself to film and to be better and to do better and just give you guys the best that I can. And then like, I can never tell if it's good enough, you know what I mean? I'm consistently judging myself. I'm my worst critic. Okay, so then for lips, I did pick up the Maybelline Superstay Teddy Tint. I saw this today at Target, and I thought, oh my gosh, I should get this. Now, they only had 2 shades. So the first shade they had is called Mascara Teddy, which is going to be like this brown shade right here, which is probably what I'm going to mostly go for. And then they also had Wild at Heart, which is supposed to be like a deep red. But that looks more berry to me. So we're going to try this out. These are supposed to be like a lip stain situation. And then I also have the One Size lip liner in the shade called Prime Fish. This was gifted in a little PR box they sent over my way. So I have not tried their lip liners before. So I'm really curious to see what that would look like. Okay, so we're going to try this out. Might as well, right? Okay. Nice and creamy. This seems like more red than brown. Am I crazy or what? The box shows like a brown shade. I'm confused. I'm confused. Definitely comes off more red. So maybe we'll try the berry shade today. Okay, maybe I'll go in with the Wild at Heart, which would be this shade right here. Oh, it has a really nice smell to it. It smells nice. It smells like a really soft fragrance. And that's actually a really pretty color. Oh, not what I expected at all. Okay, so then to finish off the look, Colourpop sent over their Pretty Fresh Lock It In Setting Spray. This has peptide and niacinamide in it. It's a 16-hour all-day wear, and it's transfer proof and it's waterproof. So we're going to try this out. Let's see how well it actually is. go ahead and zoom you guys out and I'll give you guys my thoughts on these products. Okay, so here is the final look right here. I have to say it's definitely a little bit more on the intense colorful side, but to be fair, I did say that I wanted to bring back more full on colorful eye looks for you guys, and I feel like that is definitely something that I did. I don't know if I necessarily pair this lip color with this eye look, but I want to try something different. It's really intense. It's intense. It's intense, but that's okay. Okay, so we're gonna kind of go over quickly everything. First off, we do the Colourpop Pretty Fresh, primer. I'm gonna have to keep trying this out. First off, I'm gonna have to keep trying this out. It went on incredibly smooth. The foundation did apply nicely on top of it, so I have nothing bad to say about this. We're gonna have to keep trying this out. When it comes to like the Makeup by Mario bronzer and blush, I don't know how I feel about this. I feel like they're really shiny and I feel like they kind of give me a greasy complexion. I'm gonna try this out again to see what I think about it. I'm gonna try it all month long. First impressions, not a fan, but we'll see how I feel throughout the rest of the month. We do have the really beautiful Blend Bunny Cosmetics Plastic Palette. I actually really enjoyed this palette. I think it's a really fun palette. I feel like you can create so many different looks using this. I feel like if you are a neutral girly, you're gonna find so many different shades to work. You're gonna find so many different shades to work for you, but if you also have a pop of color and if you love pinks, this is gonna be for you. Formula is incredible. As always, we know that Blend Bunny does create some impeccable formula, but I just really like the color story. I like the layout and I really love the fact that it is magnetic. So you can definitely shift the shade. You can definitely move things around to kind of fix, to try to fit how you want to do your eyeshadow. But I feel like Maggie did a really good job. I feel like I tried to create something that I never really would have created together. Like I would have put together more of a neutral eye look using this palette, but I wanted to do something really colorful. I wanted to play with black and I wanted to play with pink because I do find those shades to be rather intimidating and not my go-to shades to play with. So I wanted to try something different and I feel like I really did kind of achieve that. And I also really love the fact that I was able to use this shade right here called Gossip to add onto the face to give me like a really beautiful highlighty look. It's really pretty. Like it is a really pretty look. I do like the eye makeup. I feel like I would have done my lips differently and I might switch them out depending, but I just wanted to see how that teddy felt. I will say it's a really pretty lip color though. Like it's a really pretty lip color. But so far, I really am enjoying this palette. I really want to keep playing with this. I want to play with more of the shifty shades in here, more of the neutral shades and see what type of look I create. But so far, I do really enjoy this palette. Then we do have the sugar powder from Robert Welsh and Fwee. I'm gonna have to keep playing with this. I only played with this for the first time and it does have its tackiness to it, so I'm gonna figure out the best way to apply this. I do want to play with some of the cheek balms to see how I like those, but first impressions, definitely not bad. It's my first time ever trying this brand. And then we do have the One Size lip liner, super creamy, super creamy, and the Velvet Lip Teddies. These are supposed to be like a velvety skin, like a velvety tint to the lip. I will say it's more full coverage because as you guys can see, it's full coverage. It is very sticky. It's sticky. I don't like the fact that it's sticky. I'm sure it's going to transfer. It transfers. And the second that it does, it also shifts the shade on the lip. Do you guys see that? It shifts the shade on the lip. So I'm going to have to keep playing with that to see what I'm going to make work for me. Because I know it's supposed to be more of a lip tint and like a stain more than an actual full coverage lipsticks, but that's kind of the vibe I'm getting is full coverage. I don't really know. We're gonna have to keep playing with that to figure it out. And then we do have the One Size setting. Then we do have the Colourpop setting spray. I'm gonna keep using this to see how I feel. But first impressions, there's some things in here that I do like. There's some things in here that I do not like, but I'll definitely kind of give you guys those opinions at the end of the month. But that, my friends, is it for today's video. I am so sorry this video is boring or kind of lackluster. I just generally do not feel good, but I still want to play with makeup because makeup is my happy place. And I didn't want to miss an upload. So hopefully I'll feel better by tomorrow because if I do, I'm definitely playing with the new Nomad palette so you guys can see me create a look using this because it's a really, really gorgeous palette. And I want to tell you guys all about my St. Augustine trip. You guys got to hear about it, okay? Really interesting times for me to realize that I'm not a 21-year-old anymore and I encountered way too many of them and I have stories. So that is it for today's video. If you guys want to, you guys can still vote for Corey. He's currently holding first place and if he makes it this round, he gets to move to the semifinals, which is when the competition really starts to begin. I'm so excited for him and I just want to thank each and every single one of you guys for voting. I'll make sure I'll pin the link down below. But that, my most beautiful friends, is it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed today's video, please make sure you guys give this video a cheeky thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you guys have not already. So I do post 3 to 4 videos every single week. Make sure you guys head over to my other channels, R for Life. You guys get to see my cool, wonderful adventures, my amazing husband, Corey. And as always, the biggest thank you goes to these beautiful, wonderful page members you guys see right here. Thank you guys so much for everything. And to my subscribers and viewers, thank you guys so much for being here. Whether you guys like this video, you guys thumbs down this video, you guys subscribed, you guys said not subscribe, either way, thank you guys so much for being here. I love and appreciate each and every single one of you. So with that said, guys, I love you, and I'll see you guys in the very next video.